Hello and good afternoon. Wow, we have here teacher Bahri from Algeria. Well, thank you so much for coming here, teacher Bahri. How are you doing today?
Okay, I'm doing great. Not not very, but it's okay. I'm doing good. I'm fine.
Not very, not very.
Yeah, not very good, but I'm okay. I'm okay. You could say it's a normal day for me.
Mm, okay, I understand. So, are you curious? What is the subject for today?
Of course, I was asking, before we go live, I was asking, what are we gonna talk about today? But since it was a surprise, I didn't want to push very much.
Okay, so actually, it's a question.
Okay, okay.
Tell me, please, what's the value of curiosity?
The value of curiosity. Okay, it's up to you. So for me, for example, if if I have like motivation to do more and more, so curiosity will help me grow that motivation. Or you know, uh, anyone who's curious to learn more about something, he will get motivated. He will get the motivation through his curiosity. He will get motivation to learn more and do more, and um, spend more time and sweat. When we say sweat, it means hard work. Okay, so he would work hard and spend time, etc., to get to that level of understanding, or at least to discover more about his curiosity, what his curiosity takes him to. But some other people, they're not so motivated, so they're not so curious. They want to just live it the way it is. They discover every day, they discover something new, so whatever it comes to them, so that's it. But some other people, they're more curious. They want to learn more and check more and know more about new people, new fields of studies, new businesses, new. It's up to you. Okay, so each one have um uh his level of curiosity, and that curiosity will take him or will motivate him to learn more and do more around that subject.
Mhm. I understand. Can you give us some example from your own life, if you like, when you were so curious and you achieved something?
um okay, so I would say, for example, uh since I was online for a long time. But for me, I had like now 11 years on Facebook. I was not so curious because I didn't know, I was not 100% into Facebook and Facebook groups and Facebook people, etc. So I was not. It was like a side hustle. It was not something that I was focusing on, because I thought that many people are on Facebook. They're doing nothing. They're just sharing their pictures, sharing their. It was not as motivated as something else. For example, for a certain kind of people who share um, around some businesses, for example, or sports, if you are into sports. So for me, I was not into sports. I may be someone who wants to learn more about graphics, designs, uh, um, you know, um, technologies, new businesses, etc. I was into that. So I had an opportunity like 8 months ago or 9 months ago to to go online on web talk, etc. And I knew new people such as yourself, and because I was into trainings, etc., and you know coaching, so it was something that I may link to. So when I had, like, the first time, you were coaching us about something. We had a training with you, and uh, I was motivated because I knew that I had an experience like that, and I knew that this is great value. So that was a motivation, and that was a curiosity for me that raised my curiosity to learn more and spend more time in this field of study. And I was reading a lot recently about coaching, etc. That's one. For other people, like other businesses, um, like some other people on WebTalk, they're doing some businesses, and I was into that. I'm all around um, new businesses, new technologies, as well as um, travel. So I was trying to learn as much as how this field or this opportunity would provide us with some more opportunities to travel. Okay, so that raised my motivation and raised my curiosity to learn more. So I learned more about that, and I am doing more and spending more time online, specifically on those groups and those people that are interested in the same thing that I'm interested into.
And what kind of things are you interested in on Web Talk,
Okay,
for example?
I gave you some examples. So I'm gonna give some the examples that are provided now on WebTalk, and then I would tell you which ones that I am interested more into. So
Mhm.
for me, let's say uh, we have like geoag, ge- geographical or geological, sorry, geological agriculture, which is a great field. Don't get me wrong, it's a great field. It will provide food for everyone in the future, and you can grow food with simple tools, etc., in your backyard, in your house, etc. And this will, provide people with food for free in the future. Uh, um, it will not take as much money, and it is provided and there for you to get it from your house. You don't need to go outside to buy it. So it's a great field. It's many people are interested in that. For me, um, I didn't I didn't give as much time, and I didn't try it yet. Maybe I will try it in the future, but now I have other hustles that I'm interested into. So um, I'm not into that for now. Okay, because I have some other opportunities that I am following. Some people are interested in sports, and they're making um, web talk dead profiles in order to make pages in the future. They will turn them into pages in the future. So it's not sports. It's not just sports, but mainly sports for now, and that's great for them. I am not 100% interested in sports as well. So I don't watch TV at home. I don't, sometimes I go into YouTube and I follow some highlights. I don't want to spend 90 minutes on a football match where it may give me like 10 minutes of excitement. So I prefer to watch the highlights, 5 minutes to 10 minutes highlights. I watch the goals, I watch some skills, and that's it for me. So I'm not, hardcore when it comes to sports. So another thing which is, or other things that are uh, businesses. So I try to learn new businesses. I try to to see how did they grow from this to that. Um, I'd like to see how, for example, some YouTube, uh, um, YouTube channels that got from 1,000 followers into 10,000 in 2 or 3 months. So this is they're hustling, they're making it, it would come true in a small amount of time. So this may be interesting for me. Uh, so I'm interested in on strategies and techniques on um, how to win, how to build something, how to grow something, and you know making it come true. So I'm all into that. And I have some other, because I learn a lot, I try to do something uh, that may grow and be a hustle for me in the future. So what do? I'm trying to build a group of people that affiliates, etc., that may help me build something, which is, for now, I'm building um, a web talk magazine. I'm trying to build a group of uh, editors, a group of um, designers, so that they could help me provide a wonderful design and get the most um, updates and most content, which is a value content on the platform on WebTalk, and um, get provide all that in one platform, which is the that small platform, which is the magazine, the Web Talk magazine. So I get all that and make it into a magazine which provide great value each week or each 2 weeks. And when we get all that, it will be great for new web talkers and for other people that are outside of web talk. When they see the content, the great content that we're providing on the platform, I think that it will be, that it will raise their curiosity and motivation to be affiliates and to get to web talk.
Mm. And because I'm so much curious about that, the things what you are doing, can you explain me more what is about? Because I didn't understand very well.
You
Uh,
mean the magazine?
the things, yeah, exactly.
Okay, for the magazine, I would say, web talk magazine is, now it's a dead profile. It's a dead profile that we're trying to turn it into a page in the near future. And we have a group of people, and I'm trying to build a more motivated and curious group to help me grow and make this project to come to um, reality. This project, this project, I know some people that are great content creators on the platform. For example, we have some teachers, we have some businesses, we have the web talk administrations, which are RJ and the others. They're making updates, and they provide us with new content every week. And we get to we the people that I know, and I'm one of them, we go to web talk, and we gather the great content. For example, I go to RJ and get the most recent post, and I go to let's say I go to IEG page and get the most recent posts. Okay, for example, what are the updates of the IEG, what's coming in the future, uh, um, what are the businesses that are linked to IEG, um, new numbers, new statistics about web talk, um, anything that is related, that provides great content. For example, what are the web talk strategies, and the for example, the influencers that are coming to web talk, the YouTubers that are linked to web talk, and they're talking about web talk, etc. So I get all that anything new, anything that provide value to the readers, I get it from Web Talk. For example, I'm let's say I have 10 to 15 or 20 people that are providing every day, they're providing new content, which is great content for the readers. So for example, we have let's say we have a FIFA page, okay, that provides every day something new about sports. So about football, for example, or let's say Super Bowl, or I don't know, handball or tennis or etc. So we get, I have, for example, someone or two people or a group of people that every day they go to these pages and see if there is something new that worth mention on the magazine, and they get, let's say, for example, 3 to 5 posts that are related to this magazine. Oh, sorry, that are related to sports, and um, and we try to put them on the magazine, on the sports part. Okay, so we have parts on the magazine. It's divided into sports, businesses, art, updates, uh, biographies, which talk about someone that is maybe a great person, or a businessman, or you know every week there's something new, and as well as news. So we provide the maybe news that are related to the world, for example, so what's happening on the world. So we get all that in one place. Okay, so when we get, for example, 20 or 30, or it's up to, I don't know for now how many pages will be there, but for now I'm thinking around 20 pages. So we get these 20 pages on a PDF. We'll make it in InDesign or Photoshop, and um, it will be provided as a PDF file that we will launch and distribute through social media, for example, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, uh, Facebook, um, etc. So we will distribute it everywhere, as well as Web Talk. So this will provide us with new opportunities in the near future, because let's say um, people that will see this, they will join Web Talk to see more about that. And web talkers that will see this, they will follow us to and support us with comments, etc., to see something new. So so we are providing as well an email, and the web talk, the mail the mailbox on web talk, as well as an email on Gmail. Okay, so that people will send us anything that is worth sharing. So if a new business, or maybe a company that tries to link to us, and maybe um, uh, make ads, or maybe they're providing something new on the platform, and they want us to share their content, they could send it to us via email, and we will read it and edit it, and then share it on the uh, on the platform that we are providing, on the magazine. So
Mhm.
this is it.
That's amazing. So, what we should do to be in your team, for example?
Okay, so first of all, uh, you could, for example, follow me first and send me a talk mail at um, webtalk.co/bahri or bahri.usama, or you could go to webtalk.co/webtalk.magazine. So one of these two uh, web talk profiles, you follow us there, connect to us, and send us um, mails, etc., and messages, and we could follow from there. And you could as well, you could send us emails at uh, webtalk.magazine@gmail.com, and we will read your messages, your emails, and try to make a Zoom meeting with um, all of you guys that wants to be part of this great uh, project. Because why do you need to get into this project? Because first of all, the group that makes the project, we will share your web talk links first, your affiliate links first, on the first page. So, or maybe on each, um, for example, each parts, for example, sports, we will share the sports group. So if you are into businesses, so the business group. If you are providing us with with the news, okay, we will share your links on the uh, on the news part. So each group we will share his affiliate links on that um on that section, and as well as the content creators. So for example, if you are a content creator and you provide us with great content, we will share your content, and we will share your affiliate links as well. So anyone in Facebook or anywhere, when he downloads that the magazine, and he reads the news section or the sports section, and he will find, or maybe your content, I don't know, maybe you're into businesses. So when he reads that and he thinks that this is great, he will find your your link there, and he will click on your link and be one of your affiliates. Or he would just, if he is a web talker, he will find your content, and he will follow you on webtalk and connect to you, and provide you with support and comments, etc. So it's a great opportunity to grow, and I believe everyone that is related to this project will grow as much as he could in the near future, when we will do it like regularly in the future. So we're trying to make the first one. We're taking our time to build the groups of people that are related to each section of the magazine. We have another group that we're trying to gather all around um, one design of the magazine. And yeah, that's it for now.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I will ask you to leave us your link, okay, from WebTalk after. Um, you said before great content. What does it mean, great content? I mean,
Okay, so
because maybe
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so for me, for example, let me say that I'm interested in businesses. So new businesses are coming every day to WebTalk. So we're trying to track down the businesses, and we are like in IEG, we have live videos every sometimes every day. So we are trying to link into these businesses. So these businesses are coming into our Zoom meetings and live meetings, and they're trying to explain why their business is a great business. And if we are interested into that business and we think that this is the future, for example, uh, GeoAg, which is geology agriculture, is a great business that is coming to provide food for everyone in the future. So you don't need to go to the grocery and get or buy food, because you are you are growing food in your house for like for cents, okay, not for dollars, for cents. So when you do that, and when GioAg is a great business that provides food for everyone in the future, and you do it in your house, we think that this is innovative. This is a great, uh, um, great project that we should support. So we go to the businesses on our Web Talk magazine and we start with that because we think that this is great. So we start with that. In sports, for example, not many people are sharing great content related to sports on the platform on Web Talk. So we try to track down the few people that are sharing good content. So they are updating every day. They're updating their content related to uh, 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 the sports community, so that they're providing the results of the matches. They're providing the schedules for new matches in the future. They're providing us with some updates, some news about like athletes, etc. So we try to find these people and support them to provide more of this content, which is great for people that are related to sports, for athletes that wants to see more about the updates of the sports world, and yeah, this is for example for sports. And let's say news, for example, there are many news that are fake news on the internet. So we try to track down the news that are of a value. So when we have these news, or the news that are of a value, and we are connected to uh, the content creator that is making that, or sharing this good content, we try to support him by adding his value or adding his content to the magazine. And I think this is a great opportunity for everyone to be part of.
Yeah. So now let's talk about curiosity, because this is the subject. You
Mhm.
told us this is your curiosity on WebTalk.
Yeah.
It's an example. Yeah. But how this curiosity, in the end, can help us to grow.
Okay. As I mentioned when I started my talk about curiosity, I said that when someone is curious about something, and I think everyone is curious about something or another. So every human being is curious around a subject. So let's say that I'm a sports person, or I'm someone that is related to some field, for example, education. So I want to learn, but I'm not motivated to learning. So what do? I am like, what do we say? I'm a sleeping person. Okay, so I didn't wake up yet to what do I want to do next to be at the level of my dreams. So I have a dream, but I didn't find the path that guides me to follow my dream. So what do? I try to see every day, or um, every now and then, I go to YouTube, I go to new social media, and I see content that is related to my dream. And this kind of curiosity, which is a low level curiosity, because I didn't do anything that will take me to my dream. So I'm just following from behind, from just my circle of, how do you call it, the rest, circle of rest, or something like that. There are some circles. So I have a circle that I am inside that circle. I feel afraid to go outside of the circle. that circle, how do we call it? I think
Circle of life or something like that.
no, no, no.
Which one?
Um, it's how do you call it? Well, it's a rest circle, so I'm resting. I didn't do anything that provide me with, power to go outside of the box or outside of that circle.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I live in that circle. So if I want to go outside of that circle, I need to behave as such. So I need to be not creative. I want to be like a challenger. I want to challenge um, that opportunity to go outside of the circle. So in order to do that, there's this word which is called curiosity. So if I am curious enough to take an action that takes me out of the circle, so that's where I start my first step into making my dreams come true. So anyone, and I mean any human being that wants to follow his dream, he wants to take, he wants to be like um, I lost the word. Well, he needs to take an action first. So if I am into the news, I want to be a reporter, for example, I need to make videos first. And and for example, I want to make videos, I want to read newspapers, I need to watch TV, I need to call the newspapers, call magazines, call TV, call everyone that I can learn from, and I want to get some coaching, some training, in order to be a reporter in the future. I want to study. I want to read everything that will take me to the next step, that can, provide me with the knowledge and and the strength to be a reporter in the future. And this will apply anywhere. This will apply to sports. This will apply to businesses. This will apply to uh, arts, everything. So if I want to be an athlete, I don't need to watch TV. If I want to be an athlete, I need to sweat. I need to do hard work. I need to build my muscle. I need to build my agility. I need to develop every day in order to be an athlete in the future. I don't want to think that in the future I will be an athlete and then I will go to sleep, or I would just watch some, maybe some football matches in order to be, knowledgeable enough to be an athlete. So knowledge is a great thing, but build other aspects in order to follow your dream.
Mm-hmm.
And this apply, as I said, to everything.
What about curiosity in a marriage?
uh
Do you think it's important to have this curiosity? Do you think
of course, of
um,
course.
curiosity can save a marriage or can destroy a marriage? What do you think?
Oh, okay. This, in order to talk about this, we need another aspect that comes into my mind now, because when we have curiosity, marriage, if you want to be married, you don't just need curiosity, because curiosity is a thing, but marriage is more of a life project. It's not something that is related to your business, or if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. No. So marriage is something that you want to be sure of. You want to if you want to be married, you need to build some other things. So in order to be married, I need to find the right person. I need to provide him with all his or her needs before I get married. I need to make sure that this married, I'm knowledgeable enough to be a husband or a wife. It's not just I'm a man or I am a woman and I want to be married. No, uh, when you want to be married, so you need to think as a husband or you need to think as a wife. So it's not your manhood or womanhood that defines you as a person which is married. No, you need to think as a husband or a wife. So when you think as a wife, so now uh, you're knowledgeable enough to be married. If you're thinking as a husband, so I'm a responsible person. I would need to be like more aware of the needs of my wife, and in the future maybe I'm thinking of to be a parent. So I need to think more about that. I don't need to think just one step ahead. No, I need to think about my lifetime ahead. And when you said that curiosity may destroy some marriages, uh, curiosity enough will not destroy any marriage. I mean, alone. I think about other aspect that may destroy the marriage, which is jealousy, for example. So curiosity alone will do nothing. So I'm curious of my husband or my wife. Is she's working? What is she doing? How does it spend, or does he or her spend her time? What about the people that are around him or her when he's working or studying or etc. So this is curiosity, but curiosity enough will do nothing. So jealousy will make you do more, will make you take action. And don't get me wrong, when I say jealousy, even jealousy has a negative aspect and a positive aspect. So if I think that my wife is doing something wrong, maybe for me, so it makes me jealous, I will talk to her, I will take action. I would say, for example, that this will not work. I need you to stop this, or I need you to change this or that, or maybe think differently. And this will be solved just by talk. Okay. But some other aspect, which is jealousy, that makes you trip your partner or trick your partner, that's wrong, because it will make you do some negative things, which are maybe spying, or you know um, maybe takes action that will harm your partner, and you don't want your partner to be harmed. If you're jealous enough, you want to make him see or feel that you're jealous because you like him, you love him, or something like that. But if you spy and maybe and I'm giving some examples that maybe some people would think that this is funny and it will not work, and but I'm a married person, so I'm just giving my aspect. If you think that this is not applied to you guys, the ones that are listening to me, you could just make some comments on how you think about this. So as I was saying, some people, or the negative aspect of jealousy, and I jumped from curiosity to jealousy. I know, just follow, because this is an important aspect for me personally. And I think that jealousy will make you do some, negative jealousy will make you do something that is wrong, that will make your partner think differently. And and this will create more problems, and you want to solve the problem, not make new problems that may um, make the small problem that you begin with, it will be bigger and bigger, and at the end it may destroy your relationship. And yeah, this is it for me. And if you guys think differently, just load the comments.
Osama, I was thinking about that kind of curiosity. from the first time when you meet with that person for the first time, so you are so much curious, you see only good things in that person, because after marriage, after a few months, sometimes the relation is not as before. And I think one of the reason is also curiosity. People are not too much curious about each other anymore, because they know each other now. And
Yeah.
probably they are saying, why I should be curious about my husband, why I should be curious about my wife, what she likes, what she doesn't like,
Hmm.
because now I know her. And I think this also is a reason, why people are breaking,
Yeah.
the relation. What do you think?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that, you know, in the past, I'm giving you, two aspects. In the past, we had no, internet, we had no phones, we had no, our parents. I mean, uh, old people or something like that. The other generations, the ancestors, our ancestors, they didn't have any of this. They didn't have information. They didn't have TV. They didn't have, um, you know, phones. They didn't have internet. They didn't have any of this. They didn't have even transportations. So people were basics. They were not thinking as complicated as the people that are now, the new generations. Because new generations, they see some movies and they think that this is the truth about relationships. They would see some, romances on television, and they follow. Oh my God, I want to live this story on real life. And this is not 100% applicable, because romances on television, they make it seem like the truth, but it's not the truth. So I don't want to say that people now, they are complicated. And even on work, education, etc., everywhere you will find complicated situations. So for example, at your house, you're you know you find maybe your neighbor, or maybe you like someone at work, or you like someone at um, university, etc. And you build an interest into that person, and you want it, or you want him or her to be your partner of life, of a lifetime. But because these are complicated persons, and now we are complicated, I think that, um, you know we try to show just the positive aspects, which is something good. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a good thing to show just the positive aspects of our life, or of our personalities. And we leave these negative aspects because it is there. There is no one which is 100% positive all the time, like the perfect person. There is nothing like that. And because we want to be positive as people, we show just positive aspects of our personality. And this is good. And at the end, we want to people to grow interest into us, to show interest, to be our friends, to be, maybe you like someone for his personality, and you want him to like you, or to love you because of your personality, so you show him everything good about you. But at the end, when you are there for a long time, you show everything that is good about you. Now, for the other person to stay at that level of interest, you need to show him something new. You need to show him that you're not just the person that he was looking at for the last 6 months. You want to show him that you can be more complicated. You want to show him that you are more knowledgeable. You're more like there's more into your personality. And in order to do that, you are exploring new territories that you didn't know you have. For example, I am a teacher, so I show everything that is good about me as a teacher. But sometimes when I get everything there, when I show everything, I want to people to just not to see me just as a teacher, but as a human being, as a great person, as as someone who wants to learn every day. So I go to business. So I show my business side. And when I get that to other people, they would see me as a businessman. And then I want to show that I am a great athlete. So I show my athleticism, um, my sports side. When I get it there and I show everything that is good around about me, now I'm trying to show that I am an artist. So when I go there, not everyone can show that he's an artist. Not everyone can be an artist, So if I want to show that I'm an artist, I could, for example, draw or make music or something like that, but I'm not good into that. So the other people's interest you know will decrease about my personality because I'm not an artist. I'm trying to be, but I'm not there yet. So people would see me as who I am really. Now you're showing people that you could be good at some aspects, but you are bad as an aspect, in other fields. And this is human being. I'm a human being. I cannot be perfect at every field. So uh, uh, now you feel negative about yourself, and some the other people would see you would see the negative aspects about you. I'm just giving some good aspects, good fields. Maybe you're not so good. Maybe I am, maybe let's say, maybe I'm a bad person. Okay, I'm a good teacher, but I'm a bad person. So in relationships, I'm not so good. So for example, I show my positive side to everyone. So I want everyone to see me as a good person and as a good mate, as a good let's say, um, maybe a partner. Okay, I don't want to be a partner for one woman, for example. So I show that to every woman I meet. And when I do that, the person that I like, or that she likes me for who I am, now she her my value in her eyes will drop, because she think that, he was a good person with me, now he's good with everyone, and I think that I'm not his type, I'm not the person for him. Now the other people would think that I am bad, and this will not be true in the first 6 months, because the first 6 months of relationship I will show this person, just this person, that I'm good. After that, when there are some times spent, I think I discovered everything about her, she discovered everything about me. Now I'm trying, because I don't have anything new to show her. So, and I think that I learned everything about her, and I got bored of her. Let's say this. I got bored, and I want someone new to discover, because um, uh, my curiosity went off about her, and my curiosity went up when it comes to some new people that I knew, for example. So my curiosity now grows on other people, and grows down, or decreased for this person that I was learning for 6 months. This is the I think this is what you want to share about curiosity when it comes to relationships. Yeah.
Yeah, but what are you doing if these things happens with your wife, okay, or with your
Yeah.
husband?
I
Because you can get divorced, if you are doing like that. Okay, now I don't like you anymore, I found another one. I like this new person for 6 months. After 6 months I don't like also this person because I already get boring, and now new one. So what we are doing in this
Okay.
situation?
So in this situation, it's up to you first, and it's up to you who you are as a person. So if you think that if you are 100% serious about being a husband and being a human being, a good human being, you want to grow, because if your goal is just a relationship, so you don't think as a husband, you just think as a human being who wants to mate with other people. I mean, with the other, with the other sex. If you're a man and you want to grow interest in a woman, and if you're a woman you want to a relationship with a man. So, but when it comes to a husband and wife, so now you think more responsible. You need to think this. You need to think as a more responsible person, as a person who has a responsibility as a husband, not as a man. You see, that's what I started with. And for women as well, you're not a woman. You are um, you are a wife. So you need to think as a wife, not as a woman. So the wife has other responsibilities than the woman. So if the woman has a responsibility to be a wife, now you are a wife. Now you raise the you know you try to develop from a woman to a wife. And in order to do that, you need to think responsibly. You need to um, you know you need to think that when you are um, a wife, in the future you will be a parent, and you want your children to be raised at the same level of responsibility, because you are raising a future wife and a future husband, and you want to set uh, how do you call it, to set an example. You want to be the example, the good example that your kids will follow. They would see you, your kids in the future, they will see you as a mom, and they would see you as a father. And if you want to be at that level, for them to set an example, you want to be there. You want to be uh, everything that you want your children to be in the future. And that's how you raise your responsibility, and you raise uh, you know the level of understanding for your husband, and for you as a man, for your wife to to uh, to grow, to be a responsible person in the future. Because we're not living just to live. We're living to for in this life for another life. And I didn't just want to go there, but as logically, if you want to think logically, as a responsible person, you need to follow this. You need to follow it, because as a woman, you know your responsibility, because you want to make a family. As a wife, now you have a family, you want to raise your level of understanding to be a parent in the future. And if you want to be a parent, you need for your children to be raised in a good family. And you need to drop your ego, and drop you know your expectations from your partner, as a woman, or as a wife, or a father. You drop your expectations just to to be a good example for your kids in the future, for your children in the future.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you. Here we have Abdernoon. Do you know who's Abdernoon? I cannot hear you.
I think there is a web talker or a Facebooker who's called Abdernur.
Abdernoor.
Yeah, yeah, Abdernur. Yeah.
Because he asked you something in Arabic and I don't understand the word.
Can you copy
Here,
paste it because I didn't read it?
look.
Usama, that what you mean by the example al qudwa? Yes, yes, that's it. That's
What?
it. When I said al qudwa, it means the example. When you set an example for your kids to follow, they would see it. They would see you as a woman, and they will follow you. Your daughters will follow you in the future, and they will say, you know what? I want to be a good woman in the future as my mom. I want to be, as a kid, I want to be a great man in the future like my father. And this is the word in Arabic al qudwa, and in English I said an example. You set an example for them to follow. Yes, Abdur Nur is a web talker. Yeah, thank you,
But
Abdur Nur. Yeah.
he said that you have no idea. That means you don't know him.
No, no. I know that Abdur Nur. I know this the name, but I didn't have the opportunity uh, to speak to him many times. I mean,
Okay,
but
look,
I think I'm a follower, and he's one of my connections.
look what he wrote here. What's
If
your
really that relationship built on love, nothing can stay there. Happiness, and everything will be fine, regardless of who's those two. You know, love can be solving many uh, problems, but even love in the future, love is a great thing, but if you water it, so if you want your love to be growing, to be increasing, because love doesn't stop at a certain level, it comes up or down with time. So if you want it to be increasing, and you want to water it, and you want to plant it in a good soil, and you want to water it every day to uh, to be great in the future, and to go to just to be bigger and bigger with time. So what do? You water it like a tree. So you water it with what? You water it with deeds, with great deeds, with good talks. Every day you say something good to your partner. I mean, something that maybe if your wife bring you or make cook for you something good, you thank her, you smile, you bring her maybe uh, some present, some chocolate, some, I don't know, it's up to you. I don't maybe some flowers, or you bring her some plants that she could, if she's into planting some flowers, etc. You would know, you would like to know what are her interests. For example, she's a great cook, she likes to cook, she loves to cook. You bring her some ingredients that she wants. You will bring her maybe some great tools that she saw on the internet, and she said, you know what, this tool is great. If I had it, I could just do more. And you water that love with these small things that could, increase the value of your relationship. And if maybe the same goes to the woman. If your partner or your husband likes eating, you want to do more as a woman, to learn how to cook, to learn new recipes, to bring value, to decorate the food, etc., etc., etc. And with that, maybe if your wife likes to go maybe to the beach, or to just to like shopping, or just like seeing new things you'd like or you'd love to share, or to go with her to see more, and you just with small things you water that love every day.
As you can see here, we have a comment, okay, from Zinab. So if you want, you can read and comment also. Tell me your
I'm,
opinion
I'm
about.
going
Uh,
okay, I'm going to be a good wife and mother and a woman in general, as right as I feel I should be. Parents or anyone else, we don't take them as good example in everything. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, this is good. She added something great. She said that I want to be, because everyone, every you know, good person, he wants to raise his expectations. He wants to be good in the future. But sometimes she said that not everyone follows his father or mother as an example, because they may not be great examples of good people or good parents. So, you know, um, I understand where you're coming from. I mean, I understand what you think, because not not every man and woman, or not every person wants to follow just his parents. And I said his parents because they are the first influencers. Okay, parents are the first influencers for children, because children will be like men and women in the future. And if we want to raise them properly, we want to give them the good examples that they need. Okay, so for and it's not just a saying for Muslims, for the good Muslims at least, they want to follow the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, as the first example, because uh, he's the first example for humanity. I mean, to to follow as a person. Okay, if you're not interested in Islam or you're not a Muslim, it's up to you, but just follow and read what he did as a human being, and you would see that he's a great example to follow. This is for Muslims. Okay, for for anyone in the world now, for any parent, I mean, for any kid that wants to be a good person in the future, it's up to you. You go read, you you can see that maybe your neighbor is a good person. Everyone loves him, or everyone loves her. So you go to your neighbor and see what's good about her or what's good about him, and you follow. Okay, and when you follow what he did, what he said, what she did, what she said, her behavior, so uh, you don't change that, you follow it as it is. But I prefer you following someone which some a person, people that already dead. I mean, that lives before. They're not living for now, because anyone that is living for now, you follow him as your example, but in the near future maybe he will do or she will do a mistake, and now you feel disappointed in him or her as a person, and you feel disappointed in yourself because you are following someone that makes mistakes. And everyone makes mistakes, but people should follow the examples that were in the past. When you do that, you are following someone who you know everything about, because it was written for you in a book or in a documentary, and you learned about his life or her life, and now you're following a complete example, a complete model. So you follow that model as it is, and I assure you, you will be a great person in the future.
I understand. You were talking before about Islam and Prophet Muhammad. Well, I will have to say many things about Prophet Muhammad, but I will not discuss about these things because it's not my religion and it's not my business here. But just one thing, which always, is somehow. You said follow Prophet Muhammad, but Prophet Muhammad had a lot of wives. So if your wife doesn't want to have, another
Oh,
another
okay,
sister,
okay.
something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah. I
and
see.
not even I know how to call her. So
Okay, okay. So I'm just giving, we're not talking about wives, many wives. We're just talking about relationships as
yeah,
a
but in
as human
relationship
being.
also,
But
you
okay, okay, okay. I'm coming. I'm coming.
okay,
So so uh, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, he had many wives at that time
elaborate.
because of this and that, because of many things. Uh, uh, in the past, or maybe now, because when he came as a prophet, um, Allah uh, gave us, as Muslims, gave us the choice to marry four wives. Okay, if we could, if we could be just, if we could be just with all of them. So if we could be just with all of them, we love them the same, we provide them with the same opportunities, with the same value, with the same love, etc. So it's okay for us to make more than one wife, but it's hard. Not many people could do that. But this was provided as also as a solution, as a solution for another problem, which is now, if you could see, if you have the statistics, even if every man uh, in the planet Earth got four wives, there will be many women that cannot find a man. Okay, so this is one of the solutions. This is the best solution for me, because now you are providing them with the same love, you're providing them with the same value of your life. As a man, you're providing each one of your women with respect, etc. Not as the relationships that are just built on not marriage. Okay, because this is ridiculous for me. Okay, it's just for me because my culture doesn't allow that. I mean, maybe in other cultures it's okay for them because it was provided with them when they came to life. They could find that it's a normal thing for them. For my culture, it's not. For my culture, if you want to make
Talking
a relationship with
about,
another, with a partner, you
mhm.
need to be married first.
Okay, good.
And in
Also in
order
my
to do
religion,
that,
it's like
in order to have more than
in
a
theory.
partner, you need to
Look,
be married with more than one woman.
Osama, Osama,
And
Osama, just a minute. Can I talk?
because you do that, I could hear someone, something in the background.
Okay, can I say something?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. What I was wanting to say. Yeah. Well, also in my religion, these things are forbidden. I mean, it's not allowed to sleep with someone before marriage. So
Mhm.
it's the same I can say about marriage somehow. But my question is, do you think you can love four women in the same way? Because you said you need
Yes,
to have
yes,
this.
I understand.
But
Yeah, I
look,
get it.
I'm just thinking. Well, just a minute. I'm just thinking. If I have, okay, four men. Okay, I'm imagining now I have four men here. Okay, I know for women are not allowed, only for men. But let's say I have four men. To be honest, I really don't believe I can love everyone. On same all of
No, no, it's not the same case. Uh, let's say the kid,
because I don't
when
know.
your kid, let me just say this. When your kid comes to um your he was born, okay?
Mhm.
Uh he will take the family name of his father, okay?
Maybe.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
most
well,
cases,
in
that's
my
what
case,
that's
David took the name of my family and also his family, the family of his
okay.
father.
Okay, but okay, so he takes the name of his father. So if he
Mm.
wants to take if he's taking the name of his father, if as a woman there if a woman has more than a mate, I mean more than one father, it will be hard for them in to to get the results of that if he was born from this man or that man. This is one. Number two, there will be a problem with those women. I mean the men, they will get into a fight. They will have many problems.
But you think that
Okay,
women
so
cannot get into the fight?
no, not at the same level. Not at the same level. I don't think that
I
this will
don't
be
think
at the
so.
same level. And you know what? I'm not. I don't have
Yeah.
every.
Mhm.
I don't have knowledge about everything that is related to this field. I mean this situation. But I can provide you with this in the future. I can provide you with everything that is related to that and why and what. But I think that if you think logically, if a woman
Mhm.
takes four men, then 10 women can take the whole men in the world. What about the 99% of humanity, which are women? What do you think about that? They will fight each other for nothing?
Yeah, it will
This
be
will
just
be a
amazing,
problem.
to stay like that and to watch. Okay, come on.
No, I mean, just think about it. If there is 25% of humanity is men, if they take each one of them will take, like, say, two or more women, not take them, well, they marry to
Mhm.
them. So there will be a solution for a problem. So each woman will live happily because she has a man. But for women, if each woman take four men, then 5% of women will be married. What about the 70% of humanity, which will not be, you know, at least will not have a partner? So that's a problem. So we're trying to find solutions for humanity, not other problems. This is the
My
point of
solution
view of
is
Islam
to
about
stay
that.
without, my solution is to stay without being married. Married. In this
It's
case,
up to
instead of
you.
having
It's up to you. But
five
but I
boys.
believe I believe most women wants to be married. I mean, most women
Yeah,
at least
but
will
I will
need a,
never
a
like my
partner.
husband to know. Now I'm sleeping okay home, and my husband is with another wife, and tomorrow he's with another and another. But anyway, this is not our business. Okay, to discuss these things today. I
You
just
brought it out,
wanted.
so
Yeah. Oh la la.
at the same
Anyway.
time, I can just something else, which, for example, at that time when Prophet Muhammad uh, uh, was alive, and there was some problems uh, that makes him provide
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
solution of getting married to more women. So there were some treaties. There were some treaties with people, because he didn't want to fight everybody. He wants to share Islam with the word first, and because this was a problem for some people or some nations that did, well, not nations, but at least some people didn't want it, and at least they said, give us some proof that you will not be, like, we will not have a fight, because we are afraid. So they provide the solution in the past was to be blood related. So if you take from them or they take from you, as marriage, so that was something like sacred, to say that now you are from my blood, or I have your blood, and now we are related. So this was the strength, and this was the solution in the past. So because of that, there were some treaties related to that. And something else, like when there was like a war between Muslims and others, and there was something called in the past sabaya, sabaya al-harb. It means when there's a war at the end of the war, um, uh, there were some servants. How do you call servants? Like al-abid. How do you call it?
I don't know Arabic.
Like Africans now, in the past, they went sent to
Slave,
America
no?
as
Slaves.
slaves. Yes,
Slave.
slaves. So this is the word. So there were slaves and sabaya. Sabaya for women. Okay. So
Mhm.
so there were slaves for men and women. Like, and it was allowed in the past, but when Islam came, they stopped this. It stopped slavery from an early age in Islam. So even Muslims, most Muslims that began to be Muslims, they were slaves first, and when they saw that the Islam came with the legality between slaves, servants, as and you know um, how do you call and the other people. I mean, the free people. It was like all of them were free, were the same, were legally the same as humans, and that that was the turning point for them. So when there were some wars, people, I mean, even Muslims before the early Muslims, they wanted those slaves, and they wanted, because they were helping them in the daily chores, etc. They wanted them. So when they saw that uh, Prophet Muhammad didn't allow this, some of them said, at least, well, we have sabaya as ima or sabaya as women. So they took them as their wives. Okay, and one of them was the the daughter of the how do you call them, the leader of that place. He had a daughter, and one of the Muslims, he wanted her. He said, you know what, I will take her as a. And Prophet Muhammad said, you um we cannot make it like this is a shame for uh for this woman to be married or to be taken as a slave for a normal person. I
Mhm.
mean, for you, as she will be ashamed of that, and we don't want her to be ashamed, because we want them, every one of them, to be a Muslim. So for that, he said, you know what, uh, uh, you take her as your as for the Prophet. He said, you take her like the Prophet takes her as his wife, and now she's not a slave, she's the wife of the Prophet Muhammad, the leader of Islam at that time. And for that, it will raise her value as a human being, as a woman. Not it will not take it down. So for that, he was great. Like the Prophet Muhammad, he was the example of that time for many, because he was thinking not just as a normal human being. He was thinking of raising the value of women at that time, not making it just a slave, or you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. I just want to tell to Zinab that you cannot say, Zinab, that other religion means unlimited wives. It's not true what you are saying. Because, in Christianity, as in Islam, you have Muslim, you have Shia, you have Sunni. Here we have Orthodox, we have Catholic, we have Protestants also. So, according to my religion, it's forbidden to have a lots of marriage. Just one marriage is allowed in my religion. Okay, but as I said
Yes.
before, Orthodox and Catholic. In Orthodox, people can divorce with some kind of exceptions, but they can divorce, and they can marry again. But on Catholic religion, but of course it's also Christianity there. Is they are Christian also. So just one marriage. But I tell you very honestly, it's just one marriage. From my side, okay, if you ask me personal because I'm Christian, I will tell you something. Only once time is allowed me to marry. I can marry with another man when my husband is died, when he died. Otherwise I cannot, you know and I think in case of divorce or something like that, probably I can, but not really. I think it's because I'm not a so religious person, but I know it's not unlimited, as you said. And here I'm talking about
Well,
Christianity. About
I,
other
I
things,
think,
I don't know what to tell you because I don't know, but I know about
uh,
Christianity.
yeah, yeah. I think that, I understand what Zineb is saying, and I'm not 100% um, true with her if we're talking about religion, if you're not talking about people. If we're talking about people, people do mistakes. Okay, in Christianity, in Islam, in everywhere, every religion, I mean, every people, all people in the world makes mistakes that even did not understand their religion or something like that.
Mhm.
But even I studied some of the history of Britain and the United States at an early age stage, etc. And I know that the Protestant, or at least it was called at that time the Anglican Church, it was opposing the Catholic Church because the Catholic Church didn't allow King Henry, I think, to to uh, um, to marry more than once. At that time, he wanted to marry, I think, the princess, the French princess, or something like that. And he was not allowed to do that. He was not allowed to marry. So he started a new church, which was the Anglican Church at that time. And I think Protestant religion came from that. And he established that church at that time. It was called England Church, and then it was called the Anglican Church, and from there he they people that are related to that church, they went to the United States, to Virginia, uh, Virginia, Bloody Mary, I think it's yeah, I think it Virginia. I don't remember well,
Mhm.
because after King Henry, his daughter Bloody Mary, which is it was called Bloody Mary, but um, well, Mary, his daughter, um, she uh, she wanted to take revenge because she is the daughter of his first wife, which was Catholic at that time. She wanted to stop the Anglican Church from spread, and in order to do that, she fought with Christian with I mean with um, the Catholic Church. She opposed the Protestant or the Anglican Church, and she sent them to the state. They went to the state because they didn't want to oppose her at that time. The thing is, he wanted to get another um, woman at that time, and because of that, all the religion, he opposed all the religion by making a new field of a new, let's say, a new branch of religion based on what he believed at that time. And he said, you know what, I am the Pope, I will tell you what to do on as a religion, um, because I don't believe in everything the Catholic Church believes in at that time. And we know from history, we know that the Catholic Church did wrong things, but we don't believe that the Catholic religion has uh, anything that is related to that. So people are doing mistakes. Religion is not. So people change the flow of religion. They change some the writings, the first I
According
mean,
to their own interest. This is the
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes, that's it,
But
according to their needs.
as I said,
So
we cannot we
why am
cannot
I
say that. Yeah,
yeah, why am
say.
I saying this? Why am I bringing this to I'm bringing this just to tell you that we have a lot in common.
Mhm.
So because our religion and your, I mean, the Catholic religion, I mean the Christian religion and the Muslims religion is just one religion, but we had some differences because of history, because of people changing it according to their needs, according to I don't know about that. Well, we have a lot in common. We have a lot in common. So why don't we focus on what's in common between us and forget about the small things that are not in common? That's it.
Mm.
So we will have an understanding of a lot of things. We all believe that there is one God. We all believe that the prophet, Jesus was a great person. Was we believe that he was born like miraculously. We believe that he was born without a father. We believe of all that. We believe in everything that is a core related to religions or understanding or logical thinking, but we don't believe in some
Yeah.
small steps that were changed in the past. And uh, uh, let's focus on what we believe as you know as an understanding between us, and this will take us to a whole um, other level of understanding of living together.
Yeah, of course. Well, you can believe in whatever you like. As time you don't do bad things to people, it's fine. As time
Mhm.
I don't do, you don't do, then it's okay. Because in the end, I believe God is love and God lives in our heart. This is in what I believe. And
Mhm.
according to wives or husbands, this is not about religion, okay? As I said before, in my religion, it's not allowed to have a lot of men. But if people are doing because they want, not because of the religion, not because religion allow. No, because they don't believe in religion, probably. Probably because they like life, to live like that, without to believe in something. But anyway, look, I want to go to web talk and to say thank you to some people who commented there, like Brooke, teacher team, Mohamed, Sebastian, Jacques from France, Zip P, Naomi, Rosemary, Daniel din România, mulțumesc, Atul Catoci, Vicenzo, Alexandra, Libin, Livia. Thank you so much, and also thank you to all of you. Wait, just a minute, because I saw something on Facebook. I think from
Yeah.
Pipa. Um,
Yeah, thank you to everyone that is commenting on Facebook. We want you to go to Web Talk and comment as well. Uh, um, Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Zineb. Thank you, Abder Nur. Thank you, everyone that commented.
it,
Uh,
it's
and
really
uh,
funny,
and
you know.
yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to us, and thank you for your additional valuable comments that were very, cultivating for all of us.
Okay. On Facebook, Pipa, he said something. In Thailand, there is a man with 40 wives. So I don't
Mhm.
think so. This is a religion.
Well, even I mean, in India in the past, I think that it's in India or China. I think India. It was called the Maharaja. You know Maharaja? The
No.
Maharaja. It was like the king, that the first king, like the emperor that had like 40 or 50 or 100 wives,
Oh, la la.
and yes, and he has like 3,000 kids.
Ooh. I saw
Yes,
something
three.
on I don't know when.
And why do they do that? Because they want to be like 100% positive
Mm.
that their name will be followed in the future. They like their name will be carried on in the future, and their blood will stay on planet Earth. They didn't want like to have like two or three kids, and then where there is something wrong and they will be killed and their blood will stop at there at that, you know, at that level. They wanted to, well, it's just historically, I don't know everything about that, but at least that's what they believed in that time, because they were number one in that time. Like the Maharaja, he had an obligation to carry on his blood as the king, to follow as leading that country, or that you know um, that land at that time. And that's why they had this as a solution. They had many wives, they had like many kids, just to carry on. And this was their understanding at that time. So it's not applicable for our time, but at that time it was normal. It was something, normal for their time. We need to think about that as well, because time difference, time understanding, you know understanding changes with time. So at that time, that was their understanding. They didn't have any like treaties with other, because war was every day. It's not like now, when we have peace and we have some regulations and we have some treaties with other countries, etc. In the past, there were nothing of that. There was nothing of that. They had like the powerful person leads, and the powerful country leads and takes on the smaller countries and the weakest countries. And this is how it was in the past. Now it's not the same.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you too much here because look, we are oh la la 1 hour and 31 minutes. But I just want to go back to Facebook and to say hello to Remili, Marianne, Jeanette, Karib, Anong, Alexandra, Emad, Avin, Mustafa from Kurdistan, Pipa, Rafik, also Zinab is here, uh, Kamaran. I don't know if I pronounce well your name, but it's okay. Kalong, Hadjar. She's from from Algeria, I think. Hadjar.
Hajar, yes.
Hadjar.
Hajar, yes. Hajar,
Okay.
Hajar.
And look, Pipa, he said, may I have opportunity to talk to you sometimes? You are really amazing. He's talking about you. So yeah, of course, I think you can have tomorrow,
Of
because
course, of course.
tomorrow
Yeah,
we have a group here, live group. So
you could share my Facebook link or my web talk link on the on the post that you're sharing, and people are very welcome to have a conversation with me. Maybe we'll have a Zoom meeting tomorrow or after tomorrow, with you guys, and maybe Niluza will be there as well. And everyone is welcome to join.
yes, of course. So thank you so much, Osama Bahri. The last words for today.
Thank you very much for the invitation to be part of your amazing show. And thank you for everyone that was listening and commenting. And we learned a lot from you as we shared what we think. And this is, we don't believe to know everything. We just want to share with you what is our understanding, and we want to learn more because of this kind of shows, when we try to make it easy for everyone to share and to learn at the same time. We're using English language just to get to as many people as we could, and we want you guys to be part of this in the future, because we are learning at the same time. We are learning language, we are learning some culture, we are learning some parts of history. So we are learning relationships and aspects of life as a training. We are learning, you know every day and every time we got to talk to other people, we are learning something new that may affect us as human beings in the future, for a better understanding, for a positive thinking. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Osama, and thanks to all of you from Facebook, from YouTube, from WebTalk also. And if you want to talk to us, don't forget to sign up on WebTalk with the Bahri link. I will post after. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. Don't forget to smile and to have unconditional love always. And God bless you.